There's a few reasons why men care about body count. Biologically, back in the day before science, you knew that you ensured the paternity of your child because she wasn't around sleeping. 2, her decision-making skills, if she's loose with her box, is her decision-making on point.
That's one thing. I had a conversation with a dude the other day about miles on a woman. I know as crazy as that sound, doesn't sound the greatest or whatever.
Speak on it. You speaking your truth.
And just saying that, if a woman's body count was high, would you want her? Mm-hmm. And my thought is, I'm not going to ask a woman that I'm dating how many dudes she slept with. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If I thought she was attractive and I start talking to her and I feel like she's a solid woman or whatever the case may be, I'm going to judge her off of what I see in front of her, what I see in front of myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, you know what, let me do some digging and find out what's going on or whatever, or ask her straight up, how many, dudes have you been with? Because, everybody has a past, you know what I'm saying? And then I feel like I shouldn't judge her based off of that. You know what I'm saying? I should just judge her off of what's in front of me. Now, to say it real quick, now if her business is in the street and it's easy to see that you get ran through, that's a different story.
All right. Does it change the fact if you learn afterwards? So you didn't ask her, you fall in love with her, but then you find out she done ran through 200 dudes. Does it change? You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's changing. It happens.
The catastrophe.
It's just, I'm just saying.
Question.
But you went into it not caring. You're like, that's your past. I'm not even worried about it.
So you're saying you love her, and
but
you
now you love her,
out.
and then you find out.
Hey, bro,
but it's not even like somebody like
you gotta rock out at that point if you love her.
I'm just saying.
You gotta
if you
rock
really
out.
love her, I don't think it would bother you.
It
You
matters.
really love her,
but does it
it would not bother you.
It matters 1,000%.
No, because you said you love her at this point. So that means that we've been together for a significant amount of time.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like if I love a woman, I'm thinking to myself, I've been with her at least 2 years.
Yeah, let's say 2 years. Yeah, let's say 2 years, 2
so
3
I
years.
love her. You know what I'm saying? 2 years deep, 2 years in, and I found out that you've been ran through. I mean, what am I going to do?
But you're not married
at this
to
point?
her yet. You're not married to her.
I love
It all
her.
depends.
Does that change how you?
This is my thought. The 200 guys before you, are they interfering with the way that our relationship is going now?
Yes.
Am I going hold on. Am I going in public or whatever the case may be, and dudes are just walking up to me like, oh, that's you?
Wait. I'm not saying
that's
that.
happening.
I'm not adding that to my story. I'm just saying, you just find out.
Saying.
I'm not saying you going to events and niggas is pointing out.
Yeah, niggas is like, hey, bro, that's you, that's you.
That's shorty.
Yeah, shorty in the back.
Hey, bro, she a good girl. Hey, bro, she's a good girl.
me.
Yeah, bro.
I know.
Trust me, I know.
I know it better than you.
I know, but
Hey, bro.
It matters.
If that's happening, I'm like, hey, sis.
that's a different story,
Sis.
though, right?
Sis, I
Because
can't.
you loved her contingent upon the fact that she wasn't a slore.
Well, hold on.
That's the problem.
No, I don't know that. But see, the thing about I can't. I'm not judging.
Okay,
you
so
off
the
your
question
past.
is-
now if your past is coming back and it's haunting us, then that's a problem.
Okay, but
for
the
me.
question
It's
is,
haunting you, it's not haunting
if
me.
is it
How's it not
ever a
haunting you?
factor? The question is it ever a factor for you? So if you learned she had a high body count starting, would you still mess with her? Is that a factor?
So if I knew it beforehand, it is a factor.
It's a
absolutely.
factor.
What
Yeah.
is high considered? What is
That's
that?
a great question.
I wonder, yeah.
Because you know what?
You know what? Let's do that. Let's set the tables. What's high?
It's based off of age.
Okay,
Nah, it's
age.
not. No, it's not.
Oh, I like that. So we
Okay.
disagree. That's fine.
Yeah,
No,
I feel
go
like you feel like I don't care how old you are, you can't have more than 5 bodies.
I would say 5.
Listen,
But I don't care if you're
so if
50
you're-
years old. If you got 100 bodies, you're a
you're-
dub to
100
me.
for anyone,
So I
man or
think-
woman, is
That's what I'm
gross.
saying.
I feel like if you're a 32-year-old woman and you got 10 dudes, that's not bad.
32.
32-10?
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
That's it.
30,
Yo,
32-10.
That's
They're like
too much.
stats.
4 or 5 boyfriends.
They're like NBA stats.
Jeez.
but I'm
I mean,
saying,
it's not.
but we just talked about.
It makes sense. 4 to 5 boyfriends.
Yeah, it's not.
So
It's
check it out.
Yeah, it's
So
not
check it
all
out.
the-
So check it out. Y'all are like, right?
But that number 10 scares the shit out of
I'm
you.
just thinking
It's
about
good
the
to shout-
situations.
But this is the thing. Y'all talk about on previous podcasts casual sex, right?
Yeah, I said it ruins the. It ruins.
You've talked about casual sex. You've talked about casual. We all talked about casual sex. So if you're having casual sex, you know what I'm saying, 32, and you start having sex. Let's say you start having sex around what?
Let's say 18, 20.
Let's say 22 or 20,
Yeah,
whatever the case may be.
College, 19 years old in college, 18.
The average is 17 and a half.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's say
that's what
18
I-
in college, from 18 to 32.
Yo, 10.
But my thing is, were you not in a committed relationship? Were you not in a committed relationship for
Okay,
years?
does that matter?
You could
Does
have
that
been in
matter?
10 committed relationships.
Does that matter? Like, let's say
What
she
happened?
You could have
had.
been in 10 committed relationships.
Then that's a dub.
All right, so let's say she's had one
Right.
boyfriend, but 10 bodies
So one boyfriend and 10 bodies at 32?
at 32.
I don't think that's a problem. I don't think
But
that's a
I look more at the way that you get the bodies, because this is my thing, right?
That matters.
You can have a train ran on you and get 5 bodies in a day, or you can
that's
get
the extreme.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
yo, I know.
The number isn't as important as the story. So if you get 10 bodies, over the course of 10 years, I'm looking like, okay, you never had boyfriends for multiple years. Do you know how to get along with a man for long term? What's your decision making like? What's your process on relationship like? If you can't be in a relationship for that long, okay, you were in a 4-year relationship and you caught 20 bodies in 4 years.
The numbers
It's
on
a-
that
it's
is
different.
crazy.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
it's
numbers
different
on that is
numbers.
crazy.
20
But
and
I
4
feel
is
like-
different
I
over.
feel
But
like-
if you just say from 16 to 32, she caught 20 bodies, y'all would say that's not that crazy. But if I say, do you look at the relationships and deduce from that, it gets a little crazy when you look at the full picture.
So the
But
full
men
picture.
be having like 60, 80, 90 bodies by like 32.
It's different from that.
It's crazy. That's a crazy number. I
Y'all
feel like
get-
no matter who you are, 100 bodies is gross. Man or woman.
So if you found out a man had 100 bodies, you wouldn't take him seriously?
It would gross me out, yeah.
You wouldn't date him?
All I can think about is how for every person, there's like, you've technically had sex with like 5 people for one person. Because the person they sleep with, the people they sleep with, like all of that mixing together.
But
I
most,
cannot.
most men that make an absorbent amount of money are going to have a lot of bodies.
Yeah. I
So,
know.
So it-
so
it's-
all those 6-figure high earners, they probably got.
You're running the streets.
That's why I
So
don't
who-
ask.
So
That's
who
why I
are
don't
they
want to
smashing?
know.
They're smashing the chicks.
And especially if you're like, if I know most of them, that's the other thing, right?
These dudes expecting a woman to be 32 and have four bodies or something. Like, what are we talking about?
I mean, I'm saying
some
4, but respectfully,
some girls have
so-
sex with like 3 dudes in one
okay,
year.
so I mean, I guess our money's point is this, right? If you were a girl who was, to a degree, a girl that most dudes wanted to be in relationships with, right? Maybe by 32, you've had 4 or 5 boyfriends, and you only have 6, 7 bodies in that situation, right? Because every dude that you meet is probably a high quality dude, and they always want to commit to you because you just bring that aura to yourself. So it's like, all right, at 32, 4, 5, I'm like, there's something about you.
That could happen, but
that
that's
mean-
also a stretch too.
Yeah.
But I'll bring this in. Statistically, we know that when a woman has more than 8 bodies, it becomes increasingly difficult for her to pair bond with one man. Biologically, there's a few reasons why men care about body count. Biologically, back in the day before science, you knew that you ensured the paternity of your child because she wasn't around sleeping. 2, her decision-making skills, if she's loose with her box, is her decision-making on point. Number 3, socially, can I move around with you and guys can't come up to me and say, I had your girl. Or you know what I mean? We've heard stories.
That matters.
Yeah,
I've
that
seen
matters.
different things happen. You know what I mean?
telling
Those-
you.
I think that's the biggest. That is the biggest concern. I'm gonna speak for myself. That's the biggest concern for me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because when I claim you as my girlfriend, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, that's a special thing. Like, and I want to be proud of you. I can't be proud of you if like people I know has smashed you. Like, it doesn't make me feel proud. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I mean, especially if somebody you know, that's one thing. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
people in your
But-
circle,
That's
like
tough.
multiple
That's a
people in your
tough
circle,
part.
That's the
or
thing.
you see people that have smashed your girl. It's like,
yeah.
ah.